For months, CBS Colorado has been reporting on the rash of mail theft all across the state. We found it is even a catalyst for a range of financial crimes, often costing people thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the spring, several Lakewood residents came forward concerned that their property tax checks were stolen, then cashed. Our investigation found each one of them had used the same blue USPS box outside of this one specific post office. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service launched an investigation, but those victims were left fighting to recoup their losses on their own. Your investigator, Karen Morfitt, has been digging into why all of this. And Karen, you were able to help one of those victims get their money back.
Yeah, Karen, and while there are some exceptions, most banks are required to refund money from an unauthorized transaction, but it often comes with that fraud has to be reported within a certain amount of time. For mail theft victims, they say sometimes they don't even know that they are a victim of fraud until those deadlines have passed.
When I saw it, I could not believe it.
With a check in hand, Carol, who asked that we not use her last name, is breathing a sigh of relief.
$4,600 is a lot of money to me to have lost.
In April, she wrote a check to pay her property taxes. She dropped it in a blue United States postal box outside of a Lakewood post office. Weeks later, she learned that check never made it.
They had changed the name on the check. They didn't change the amount.
Instead, it was washed, made out to someone she'd never heard of, and electronically deposited. Her bank, BMO, says it will refund checks lost to fraud if reported within 2 days. Carol didn't know she'd been a victim of fraud until much later.
I had written a check to an HOA for a special assessment, and I got a delinquent notice from them. I'm going, how can this be?
She spent months trying to explain that situation to the bank and got nowhere. Then we asked BMO about their policies and what protections are in place when it comes to mobile banking. While they didn't answer our questions, Carol did get a call.
Suddenly, last Friday, I got a call from one of the district managers from BMO asking, where I would like my money sent.
Carol says going forward, she'll be doing what she can to protect herself.
If I have something to mail, I go into the post office these days.
Now, the Colorado Bankers Association has a number of tips to help protect yourself as well. They say consumers should never give out account information, never respond to calls, emails, or texts that are asking for that information. They also say to check your accounts often, check the activity on those accounts often, and of course, if you do see any unusual activity, to report it to the bank as soon as possible. For now, we're live in Lakewood. Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.
So many great tips, Karen. So glad she got her money back. Thank you.